Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for what I think is going to happen next week for Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. This one's for Episode 11, Pablo and Jessica. Alright, so after an amazing episode 10, I couldn't wait to do my video predictions for this week. So, as usual, I'll put the link in the description to the promo. Sneak peek's not posted yet. It may be out there somewhere coming up on AMC's YouTube channel soon. So heads up for that, guys. But right now, all we have is the promo. So the episode's called Pablo and Jessica, which I believe Jessica is the one who was killed at the wedding. So, referring most likely to them as part of the hotel group, one of the hotel groups. And looks like it should be pretty interesting to see how the whole thing shakes down at the hotel between the two factions that hate each other. You have Hector and you have Alana, and then you have the other group there, the survivors from the wedding. So we have in the description for this week for episode 11, it reads, Alicia and Madison try to bring two competing factions together. Nick uses skills from his past for his new role. So it looks like in episode 11 this week coming up, we probably won't see hardly any of Chris or Travis, which you can understand because we did get a lot with them in episode 10, and I thought it was tremendous, really, really good. So it sounds like in episode 11, they'll probably focus on the hotel, which is a great vantage point, is a great spot to see in the zombie apocalypse, I feel like. Really cool environment. And then Nicholas in this one. So we're going to get to see more of Nicholas and Luciana, what's happening with that at the new spot, and maybe find some more about Alejandro and whether or not he was actually bitten or not, and that. So that should be good. We'll be excited to see, though, can't wait to see episode maybe 12 or 13, when we do get to check and see what's going to happen with Chris and Travis, and whether or not, how far Travis is going to stay with Chris, and that'll be the topic for the Q&A this week. I think we'll focus on that to start a Q&A so we can get our opinions out there and kind of feel it out, and I can hear your guys' thoughts on that. Because it's like he has stuck with Chris, Travis has stuck with Chris all the way through in everything he's done so far, but now he has just seen Chris kill a man on his property when they were the aggressors. They went onto that man's property at the farm. They started, going after his chickens, his food supply, and screwing around and doing the stuff that they were doing. That's his stuff. That's his rightful, land and everything. So Travis being a good guy character, it's going to be really interesting to see how that rubs off with Chris. It sounds like we'll have to wait until episode 12 before we find out exactly how that is. But that's okay, because it'll be cool to see Nicholas again this week since we haven't seen much from him yet. So in terms of the description, the two competing factions, I don't think Alicia and Madison are going to be able to get them to cooperate. Of course, there's been some deaths involved there. People are looking to blame somebody, and locking them in, Alana and Hector locking the others in, is probably going to be something that will be unforgivable, I would think. Plus, it's easy to displace in the zombie apocalypse. You have people being killed. You have people dying everywhere. It's easy to displace that pain and that anger onto somebody else. And so, Alana and Hector would be obvious options for displacement there from that main group as a whole, to take out their pain and everything and blame them for everything that happened. So I don't think Alicia and Madison are going to be able to do much there. Could be wrong, but don't think so. Nick uses his skills from his past for his new role. We can see some cool stuff in the promo for this one for Nick. We can see him getting high, it looks like, which is as usual. So he's getting high again. He's having some fun. I think he's playing with the kids or something. And then there's another scene with him talking with Alejandro, and then there's another one with Luciana knocking on his door. So who knows what that is, but to me from the promo it looks like maybe she likes Nick, so we'll see if maybe him and her have a relationship or something. Nicholas has already had one love interest in the series already. Maybe Luciana could be another one. We'll see. They kind of played up the angle of him, giving the treat to the girl, and stuff like that's great for getting chicks, right? So Plus, I've seen lots of comments from girls in the last year or two since Fear the Walking Dead has been on that think that Nicholas is super hot. So we'll see. Maybe he could be like Daryl for Fear the Walking Dead or something, and all the chicks will love him and stuff. Maybe he could have some kind of relationship with Luciana. We'll see. There's not enough there to say for sure yet, but it looks like from the promo, maybe the possibility is there. Either that or she's asking him to do something and use his skills, and we'll see. So the other stuff at the hotel that we can see in the promo, we've got the bar scene and kind of a flashback of us finding out how did Madison and Strand get out of there, fighting their way out, and how were they separated, because we know Madison is in one spot, and as far as we know, Strand is not with her. He's somewhere else. So that'll be interesting to see how that all shook down, what happened with that. And you can see a part where Strand's got blood on his face and that kind of stuff. So did he learn that from Nicholas? Is he kind of gutsing himself up and then going camo style and moving in and among them because of what he was able to learn from Nicholas and Nicholas's skills? Is he now adopting those himself and using those? I would see it. It makes sense to me. I think Strand is a really great character, and that's going to be really cool to see if he is in fact doing that, which looks like he is to me. And we've got one where Madison is jumping off some kind of bridge or something, like a small little bridge, and then you have Alycia, who's watching her, so maybe they have to leave the hotel for some reason or another. Maybe they're looking for Strand. I don't know. Hard to say at this point. But I do think that they will probably find Strand in the next few episodes, and their kind of group will pretty much end. Ophelia did. I almost forgot Ophelia even existed. I'm sure she's there somewhere, and maybe she's with Strand or something. I don't know. We'll see. And they'll probably all find themselves together again. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ophelia was killed off this season or something, because she. I don't know, man. They have not done much with her, to be honest with you, and I find her to be not very interesting as a character right now. But we'll see. You never know. And they only have so many characters from the original group, so we'll have to see which ones long-term survive and which ones don't. So I think that's pretty much it for the predictions. Episode 11, I think it'll be continued to be a good episode. I think episode 10 is a standout episode from this half so far, and the best one they've done. Hopefully 11 will be better than episode 9, maybe better than episode 8. I'm thinking it probably will. The locations are nice, getting to see different spots, getting to see different locations, and it's really cool to see. And it looks like on this pacing, and based on how they're meeting all these different groups and these different things are happening with each character, I wouldn't be surprised if it was pushed into next season or into the finale or something when some of the groups start to find each other again, unless Travis leaves Chris, which I'm really thinking he might do. He might just leave him and go look for Madison and be like, my son's lost. He's lost cause. He's too far gone, so to speak. There's no way I'm going to get to him now. And the guys he's with are just going to reinforce his behavior. So, yeah, man, that'll be it for my predictions. I'm hoping episode 11 will be as good as 10. I don't think it'll be quite as good, but I think it'll be pretty good. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you think is going to happen between Chris and Travis? Do you think Travis is going to stay with Chris? Do you think he's going to leave? We'll touch on it more in a Q&A, but you guys can write your comments below, and I may include some of your comments in the Q&A, as well as send me any questions you guys have for this week's Fear Q&A. I'll at least do one, probably do two, to be honest, as usual, if I get enough questions, though. So send me what you guys got. What are you thinking? What are you wondering? Anything you want to discuss, leave it in the comments below or private message it to me. If you like this predictions video, check out my review. Link will be in the description for episode 10 if you missed it. Awesome episode. And if you like this video, please thumb it up below. Don't forget to thumb it up, guys. Share, favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, usual thing, subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.